Okay, this is going to be something I haven't done for a while. It's going to be part 4, or Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling. Part 6. Awareness slowly came back to me. My body felt heavy and I hurt all over. I looked down at myself and my many, many wounds. I didn't want to do anything about them. I just wanted to lie on this cool forest floor and sleep, even if it meant I slept forever. No, I couldn't loosen the pain. I have to figure out what's going on. That's my only hope. What happened to me? And Miria? Where was Miria? I lifted my head and saw a gray wolf, and that was when I knew I had lost. I'd hoped that when I got up the wolves would be gone and Miria would be safe, but that hope was in vain. So you won? Fine, do whatever you want. I can't even stand. Just hurry up and kill me. I don't know what sound the wolf made in response. I doubted I was even fully conscious, but it didn't kill me. It just rushed into the forest and disappeared like a scared little puppy with his tail between its legs. Huh? There was something strange in my mouth. I felt it since I woke up. Was I holding something with my teeth? With a huge effort, I opened my jaws, and the thing that was in my mouth fell on the ground. It was a gray wolf covered in blood, its neck broken. I'd crushed it. Gained 44 experience points. Title skill, walking egg, level unavailable, activated. Gained 44 experience points. Baby dragon level 22 has become level 23. Ooh, I'm getting close to evolving. With considerable effort, I managed to lift my head and looked around. The bodies of 2 gray wolves lay beside me. They're dead. Was I the one who killed them? It had to be, considering how fast I leveled up. I must have lost it and run completely wild. It sounded nuts, but that was the only explanation. But what about Miria? Where was she? Miria? Miria? I spotted her laying on the ground and ran to her. She was alive. She was still alive. She was bleeding and her HP was low, but she was still alive. I had to hurry. I put her on my back and dragged my beat-up body to its feet. I ran. At last I made my way out of the forest and across a stretch of land covered in mounds of dirt in neat rows. Crops. That must mean the human village was nearby. I made it in time. I didn't have time to go around. Guiltily, I ran right through the field, trampling the crops in my way. I thought they might be vegetables, but my vision was so hazy, so I couldn't be sure. Hopefully, I would be forgiven. With every step I took toward the first row of houses, I felt the strangest illusion that I was getting lighter with every step. And finally, I made it. I staggered into the village. It was late enough that no one was on the street. Miria wouldn't last much longer. She needed treatment immediately. She'd die if I spent too much time searching for someone. Roar! I stood right in the middle of the village and let out a loud roar. Somebody save Miria! Wake up and get out here! And he roars a couple times. Somebody, anybody, please, someone listen to me. I roared over and over again, frantic. Finally, a door creaked open behind me. How could you not have heard the first one? Seriously. Thank goodness. Miria is saved. I was on the verge of death myself. I had to hope that delivering Miria home would gain their trust, or at the very least, they'd leave me alone and let me rest. Heck, if they liked me enough, I could finally leave forest life behind and live right here in the village. I already had Grecian language, level 1. If someone could teach me, I was sure eventually I'd be able to communicate with ease. I could go out hunting with the humans. I was strong. I could help out in the fields, and they'd realize how useful I was to have around, and could repay them for trampling their crops. The door opened slowly, cautiously, and a man peered at me through the crack. As soon as we made eye contact, he moved. I'm not even going to try. A sear of pain ripped through my shoulder. What the heck? I looked down towards the source of pain. An arrow protruded from deeper than my flesh. The man emerged from the house, expression fierce, bow at the ready. Idiotically, it took me a moment to realize the truth. He shot me. His jaw was clenched and his legs trembled. That's right. How could I have forgotten? I'm a dragon. How else would a villager react to a dragon carrying a blood-covered human into town in the middle of the night? Of course they'd attack. The man and I stared at each other. Then, weakly, he put down his bow and slumped to his knees. Hopelessness tinged his eyes as he sat face to face with the monster. He must have seen what little effect the arrow had and figured he was a goner. I checked his status. Much like Miria, he had very few skills. I was sure he knew better than anyone that he couldn't beat a monster. I set Miria down on the ground and then hurried out of the village. I'm sure someone will help her now. This is for the best. I have no choice. I couldn't think about that right now. I had to tend to my own wounds. Title skill, Protective Spirit, level 3 has become level 4. Gain title skill, Itty Bitty Hero, level 1. Itty Bitty Hero. How big is he in comparison to her? Interlude. The girl's story. When I woke, I found I was no longer in the forest, but in a soft bed. I was wearing different clothes from before, and for a moment I thought it was all a dream. But no, my arm was bandaged. I suffered the injury when the little rock dragon hit me with its breath attack. You awake? I searched for the source of the voice and saw a pretty orange braid. Marielle stood beside my bed. She was the only proper white mage we had in the village, and my mentor. She was quite old but looked even younger than I did. I'd been told it was due to her having elven blood, which slowed down the aging process. Marielle fidgeted with her braid and gave me a quick relieved smile before her mouth tightened and she glared. Her expression was so much like a child's that I sometimes doubted she was really as old as she said she was. Honestly, what were you thinking? How many times have I told you to not let Dawes egg you on? Marielle's scolding reminded me, and I tried to sit up. What happened to Dawes and Grants? Marielle poked me in the forehead with her index finger, trying to settle me down. Grants is dead. They found his body in the forest. I can't believe you idiots tried to take out a rock dragon. Grants is... But what about Dawes? They haven't found his body yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if the dragon ate him whole. I was the only one who survived. I should have tried harder to stop them. Everyone in the village knew that the rock dragon was the strongest monster in the forest. A sigh escaped Maria's lips as she watched me cry. Then she placed a hand on my shoulder. I'm glad that you survived, Maria. I held my head in my hands and slowly told her everything that happened. Dawes was the most powerful warrior in the village. He could be frightening and quick to anger, but he was the only one people relied on to chase off the monsters that stalked the edge of town. So even if he wasn't liked, he was trusted. Then a few years back, he set his sights on a rock dragon. He didn't stand a chance. He abandoned his comrades and fled. He lost the fight, and with it his good standing with the people. His abrasive personality had already made him unpopular, but after his failure, the ill will only grew stronger. Still, his strength and combat contributions to the village were such that few people had the courage to actually speak out against him. Then, just the other day, a traveler had arrived in the village calling himself a swordsman. I am penniless, he'd said, but I have the meat and hides from monsters I had hunted in the forest. I will trade them in exchange for food and a warm bed. Among his spoils was rock dragon meat. We figured this meant the stranger had defeated the beast on its own. Whispers spread of the traveler's success until Dawes picked a fight with the man at the local tavern. Dawes boasted to everyone within earshot, saying, I'm strong enough to defeat it now. He's tried to recruit Marielle, who could use recovery magic, and Grants, a drifter, to accompany him on his quest of revenge. Marielle refused, so Dawes set his sights on her apprentice, me. I didn't want to go, but he said, I'm going whether you come or not, and if Grants and I go alone, we will die. It was as good as blackmail. I could tell that Grants didn't want to go either, but he hid it. He was an outsider, and I imagined it was hard to say no to Dawes, who had influence even if he wasn't liked. Dawes was adept at using a person's weakness against them. So we set off into the forest and found ourselves a fairly small rock dragon. But we still didn't stand a chance. And now only I was alive. Had it let me go? No, that wasn't right. Someone saved me. I remember faintly. Marielle, who saved me? Saved you? You mean Aris? He saw the monster dragging you through the village and got his bow. No, I mean the person who carried me out of the forest. No one else went into the forest that night, and I doubt a passerby would have brought you all the way into the village and left without so much as a word. Are you sure you didn't run away on your own? Marielle didn't seem to think it was possible I had been saved. I mean, I didn't sound possible, but I definitely remember someone carrying me on their back, frantically running away from a pack of monsters. But was it really a person at all? You sure it wasn't just a dream, Marielle asked? I'm sure. There's no way I could have gotten back here by myself. I think you're still confused, Maria. Just wait a minute and I'll go warm up some chicken soup I made this morning. Once you have some food in your belly, we can talk. But I'm certain... I tried to focus on the memory of someone carrying me, of them using recovery magic on me. It was weak, barely at beginner's level. But I remember how warm it felt. Then the faint memories of my savior's hands, legs, and body came back to me. What if it was that dragon? I murmured to myself as I looked out the window, but of course that little dragon was nowhere to be found. Chapter 3. The Venomous Spider Taranturogue. Part 1. I awoke in a damp, earthen place. Yesterday I returned to the forest. God dang! After fleeing the village and took refuge in the trunk of a hollow tree, curled up to recover. The sunlight shone bright through the bark. I sat up, smacking my shoulder. Oh, it really is cramped in here. I made the attempt more slowly, trying to avoid knocking my head. I pushed my way out through the hollow, pulling myself along the ground. I stretched out my limbs, my foggy mind gradually becoming clearer. After a good yawn, I checked my status, which had been something of a daily ritual in the morning. Taking care of one's health was very important, best to check first thing for anything strange. Species, baby dragon. Status, normal. Level, 23 out of 25. HP, 41 out of 78. Magic points, 40 out of 72. So I wasn't fully healed yet. Only about halfway there. I still felt sluggish, but if I wanted to eat, I had to hunt. My HP was more important than my magic points at this moment. I didn't need battle skills to fill my belly. If I spotted anything too dangerous, I'd just run. But I should raise my HP a bit in case of emergencies. Yeah, definitely. Dang, I'm tired today. Rest. I mentally shouted the spell name that hadn't even showed up in my status screen yet. A faint light surrounded me, and my MP dropped 8 points. I had only regained 2 HP. Pathetic, but better than nothing. Maybe it would finally get recognized as a skill if I kept practicing. I repeated the rest spell 5 more times. Species, baby dragon. Status, normal. Level, 23 out of 25. HP, 53 out of 78. Magic points, 0 out of 72. I gained 3 health, HP 2 out of the 5 times I cast the spell. I wasn't terrible, and if I practiced, I'd surely get better. If I started when the MP was full, I could recover about 20 HP before my MP was totally drained. It wasn't efficient, but it wasn't entirely useless. My body no longer felt so sluggish. Next order of business, find lunch. I was so close to another evolution, I really wanted to max out my level today. I'd keep evolving until I got strong enough to snap that little rock dragon's neck. After that, I'd be golden. It was the strongest monster I'd seen so far. Once I didn't have to worry about survival, I could go back to that village. What if I only terrified them again? If I kept helping stray humans who came to the forest, maybe word would spread. And then maybe... I walked alone, completely lost in thought until I spotted a dark worm trundling by. It spotted me too. Took one glance and ran like hell. Ah, the memories. Back in the day, I was the one running for my life. Still, this was slightly weird. This was the first dark worm I'd seen since the day I fought that big group. I figured I'd killed them all, so I didn't expect to see one again. I must have covered more ground when I was searching for the village than I realized. I leaped into the air, cutting off the dark worm's escape. Then I punched it right in the face. Gained 12 experience points. Title skill, walking egg, level unavailable, activated, gained 12 experience points. The video game message window popped up in my head to let me know the monster was dead. I put my hands together in silent thanks and then got down to it. I tore into its spine, scarfing down the meat. And I'm not even going to make the crunching noises. I chuckled wryly to myself as I listened to the disgusting chewing sounds, thinking that I'd gotten pretty used to this life. Now that I was full, it was time to concentrate on leveling up. I needed to max out my level quickly so I could evolve. I remember the divine voice saying a baby dragon had lots of evolution paths to choose from. Part 2. Shortly after my meal, I came across another dark worm. But there were more of them around here. Now I had an easy way to level up. A dark worm ran from me, so I followed it slowly down a narrow path, letting it corner itself between large rocks. It realized it was trapped and opened its mouth wide, lunging toward me in desperation. I dodged its first attack and delivered a light punch to the side of its head. It recoiled, and I grabbed hold of its tail and lifted it up, swinging it through the air. I'm not even going to make the noises. Now the only thing the dark worm could do was scream. It frantically shook its head, trying to bite me, but there was no way it could reach. Ow! I guess it did bite me a little. Title skill Klutz, level 3, has become level 4. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that skill. Not really sure of the criteria for leveling that one up. Well, whatever, who cares about a stupid skill? I wasn't keeping the dark worm alive to torture it. I wanted to make it use its call ally skill. I feel bad distressing it like this, but if the dark worm truly felt like it had no other option, it would eventually bring the other dark worm to me. That was much more efficient than trailing around the forest all day looking for monsters. After all, it was a swarm of dark worms that had helped me get from level 1 to level 15 all at once. And after swinging the dark worm around in midair for about 5 minutes, I realized I was being watched from all sides. I turned to greet the horde of dark worms, enraged at seeing their comrade tossed around in midair. Every last one of them had the Fury status condition, just as I had planned. Sorry, but you guys are a necessary sacrifice. I cut through the monsters, mountain of charging dark worms, turning them apart. Take that. Gain 12 experience points. Title skill walking egg, level unavailable, activated, gain 12 experience points. And that. Gain 12 experience Gain 12 experience points. Title skill walking egg, level unavailable, activated, gain 12 experience points. Oof. Gain 12 experience points. Title skill walking egg, level unavailable, activated, gain 12 experience points. Title skill pest killer, level 1, has become level 2. I wasn't sure of my kill count, but before I knew it, there wasn't a single dark worm left standing. Their lifeless bodies lay strewn about, blood oozing sluggishly. So many laid out in a row was a rather grotesque sight, and I felt a little guilty. Listen, Dark Words, you guys were heroes trying to rescue your friend who was in trouble. I'll never forgive your bravery, okay? Baby Dragon level 24 has become level 25. Baby Dragon has achieved max level. Evolution requirements have been fulfilled. I was glad I'd maxed out my level, but hell, there was just a bad taste in my mouth. My plan had been effective, but I didn't want to use this tactic ever again. Gain title skill, Wrongdoer level 1. Oh, now you're just being mean. Whatever. Putting aside your terrible sense of humor, it's time to talk evolution. If I evolved, I could take on enemies more easily, and it would lower the risk of a human killing me by mistake. It would give me time to convince them I wasn't a threat. Plus, I felt the most intense urge to get more powerful. Was it some kind of dragon instinct, or was it because of the divine voice? It urged me to get stronger over and over again. Divine voice, show me my evolution options. Display evolution patterns? Yes, it's literally what I just asked you. Future, Mini Angel Dragon, rank C, Mini Dragon, rank C, or C minus, Young Plague Dragon, rank D plus, Kid Marble Dragon, rank D plus, Kid Dragon, rank D. Present, Baby Dragon, rank D minus. History, Dragon Egg, rank F. Wow, looks like I got a lot of options this time. 5 instead of just 2. What was that weird one in the middle? Young Plague Dragon. I was a little overwhelmed with choice. I needed to listen to the explanations and weigh my options. So there's little, kid, baby, and mini. But what's the difference between all of them? And young, too. Do I just go off their rank, or so do we baby, then kid, then young, then mini? The adjectives refer to certain monsters' evolution patterns. Is that really your answer? You're being vague again. Little does not refer to evolution rank, but indicates maximum size of growth. Little types can raise their stats quickly, however, their number of possible evolutions and abilities are inferior to baby types. Okay, so let's leave the little ones out of consideration. Although being able to advance quickly was probably a good advantage to have out here in the wild, maybe that was actually what I wanted. I'd only made it this far thanks to the view status skill and Miria's help. So far, I've been able to escape from strong enemies, making up for how slowly I progressed. Kid types are superior to baby types. Mini types do not have many evolution options. However, the options they do have are guaranteed to be reliable. Okay. Is it possible to find out what each evolution type will have along the way? Like if you wanted to look through the options of what the Mini Angel Dragon had, you could see what they would eventually evolve into, maybe? Maybe? Please? That would be good to find out. Divine Voice went quiet before explaining the young type. Well, it was probably a lot like the kid type anyway. I wasn't sure how much the Divine Voice could actually tell me. Maybe if I kept aggressively asking questions, it would level up? Sometimes it went off the rails and started spamming text in my head. The sensation of someone messing around in my brain was creepy, though it had been helpful in the past. Regardless, I wanted to hear more about the Mini Angel Dragon, the Kid Marble Dragon, and the Young Plague Dragon. Mini Angel Dragon, rank C, awakened by the skill Protective Spirit. A dragon which has sworn to dedicate its life to others, can use a variety of white magic, but its attack power is not very high. Wait, so the title skills actually influenced my evolution options? Huh, who would have thunk? Mini meant it was small, and I didn't love the idea of low attack power, but the white magic. That meant recovery magic, right? Maybe that would help me make friends with the humans? Kid Marble Dragon, rank D+. A mutated dragon with a marbled pattern on its skin. Has higher magic points than the average dragon. Maybe that would be good in the long term. A mutated form makes it sound like it was rare or valuable. That sweet, irresistible pull of a limited edition item. Young Plague Dragon. The first step towards becoming a wicked dragon that brings disaster wherever it goes. However, at this low level, it has only strayed slightly from a virtuous path and can still turn back. Very intelligent, can use its skill Human Transformation to visit human villages, but generally cannot do anything right. Huh? Human Transformation? If I had that, I could turn myself into a human and visit the village. The whole thing sounds sinister, but the Divine Voice did say I could always turn back to the virtuous path. I could just learn the Human Transformation skill and then get back on the straight and narrow. Well, it depends on how far ahead that is, though. If that Human Transformation skill is where you is at the point of no return on the virtuous path, on getting back on the virtuous path, then you can't do that. I was sure that was the best option. I did have reservations, though. For starters, the name freaked me out. I honestly had a bad feeling about the whole situation, but the promise of human transformation was just too tempting. I wanted it. I really wanted it. I wanted to find out what happened to Miria after I left her. This was the only way I'd be able to go to the village again. That settled it. I was going to evolve into the young plague dragon. The instant I made the decision, heat spread all over me. My small, chubby body began to elongate and thin out. The wings of my back grew larger. My skin started to darken. I was hot and my eyes were really hot. God, did I make a mistake? I suddenly saw the world from much higher up. Before, my body was about 120 centimeters long, but now I had to be 2 meters tall. Baby dragon has evolved into young plague dragon. Gain special skill, fly level 1. Gain special skill, dragon scale powder level 1. Gain special skill, dark type level 1. Gain special skill, dragon scale level 1. Special skill, dragon scale level 1 has become level 2. Special skill, divine voice level 2 has become level 3. Gained resistance skill, dark resistance level 1. Due to title skill, Dragon King's Son, level unavailable, all resistance skills less than level 5 have increased. Okay, what was dragon scale powder? I didn't love that, but it made it sound like I was just going to spread poison around everywhere. Gain normal skill, disease breath level 1. Normal skill, love bite level 1 has become venom fangs level 1. Gain normal skill, paralyzing venom claws level 1. No, I don't want that. I definitely don't need a skill like that. This isn't just straying off the virtuous path, it's diving off head first. She did say that, Divine Voice did say that you could turn back at some point. Normal skill, view status level 2 has become level 3. Skills can now be researched in detail. Okay, well that one sounds pretty handy. Especially since I just gained a bunch of weird skills all at once. Title skill, wrongdoer level 1 has become level 2. Gain title skill, calamity level 1. Could I really come back from this? I need to learn human transformation, but I had a feeling I was headed way down a terrible path. Well, whatever, I'd cross that bridge when I come to it. Wait, that's all? I'm not gonna learn human transformation? Divine Voice, did you trick me? Species, young plague dragon. Status, normal. Level 1 of 40. Magic point, or HP, 37 out of 50. Magic point, 0 out of 55. Attack 47, defense 37, magic 44, agility 40, rank D+. Special skills, dragon skill level 2, divine voice level 3, Grecian skill level 1, or Grecian language level 1, fly level 1, dragon scale powder level 1, dark type level unavailable, resistance skills. Physical resistance level 3, fall resistance level 4, hunger resistance level 3, poison resistance level 3, loneliness resistance level 4, magic resistance level 2, dark resistance level 2, normal skills. Roll level 2, view status level 3, baby's breath level 2, whistle level 1, dragon punch level 2, disease breath level 1, venom fangs level 1, paralyzing venom claws level 1. Title skills. Dragon's King's Son level unavailable, blocking egg level unavailable, klutz level 4, just an idiot level 1. Oh, definitely. Infighter level 3, pest killer level 2, safety first level 1, liar level 1, king of evasion level 1, protective spirit level 4, itty bitty hero level 1, wrongdoer level 2, and calamity level 1. It's not there. I've checked over and over again, but it's not there. You told me I could use human transformation. I'm guessing that's further down. Maybe once you evolved again. Or maybe once, maybe you need to try transforming? But the skill isn't there. Hey, what's going on? Why the heck why the heck else would I evolve into a flying disaster unless I could use that skill? Are you listening to me? Maybe I can only learn that skill if I leveled up more? That had to be it, right? Can I really trust you, Divine Voice? Answer me, you're making me nervous. You know, trust is a really crucial foundation in a relationship. You haven't been lying to me, have you? Special skill, Divine Voice, level 3, is unable to provide that explanation. Ah, you're avoiding the question. I'll be able to learn human transformation really soon, right? I just have to meet some kind of requirements, right? Oh boy, I think he got tricked. He might have gotten tricked. I hope not. Part 3. At any rate, I just needed to calm down. According to Divine Voice, I could now research my skills in more detail. I should start with the suspicious ones I gained when I evolved. Special skills, Dragon Scale level 2, Divine Voice level 3, Grecian Language level 1, Fly level 1, Dragon Scale Powder level 1, Dark Type level unavailable, Resistance skills, Physical Resistance level 3, fall resistance level 4, hunger resistance level 3, poison resistance level 3, loneliness resistance level 4, magic resistance level 2, dark resistance level 2, what's level 3? The normal skills, roll level 2, view status level 3, baby strike level 2, whistle level 1, dragon's punch level 2, disease breath level 1, venom fangs level 1, paralyzing venom claws level 1, title skills, dragon king's son level unavailable, walking egg level unavailable, class level 4, just an idiot level 1, infighter level 3, pest killer level 2, safety first level 1, liar level 1, king of evasion level 1, protective spirit level 4, itty bitty hero level 1, wrongdoer level 2, and calamity level 1. Nope, human transformation still wasn't there. Surely once I leveled up it would appear, probably, hopefully. I decided to ask about dragon scale first. Special skill dragon scale, repels attacks using tough dragon scales, reduces all forms of damage. Okay, so I'll use that when I want extra defense. Next, the dragon scale powder. Special skill dragon scale powder. Flapping wings spreads a noxious cloud which weakens all creatures besides dragons. At max level, powerful enough to travel through the atmosphere and wipe out entire countries. Oh, no! No! Oh my god, hang on a second. Isn't this too overpowered? Why didn't you tell me about this before I evolved? I'm basically a biological weapon. How can I make friends with humans if I'm like this? If I were a human, I'd avoid me like the plague. Yeah, because you bring the plague, dude. You are the plague. Well, if I didn't use it, it wouldn't level up. Would the noxious cloud be triggered automatically if I spread my wings? That meant I couldn't fly at all. Anyway, next, I was most curious about Divine Voice. Everything about it was suspicious. How was it forcing its way into my head? Special skill Divine Voice level 3 is unable to provide that explanation. Unsurprising, Divine Voice was useful, but sketchy. I didn't even want to level it up anymore, honestly. The resistance skill seems self-explanatory. Level 1 was barely noticeable, but level max seemed close to immunity. And my resistance skills were leveling up across the board. Once they all got to max, I'd be close to invincible. No, you would just take very little damage. You can still take damage, probably. I could guess what the normal skills did now. Get 2, but there was one I was curious about. I doubted I'd ever use it, but I might as well ask for details. Normal skill, Disease Breath. Breath attack that emits a noxious cloud of disease, infecting victims with severe abnormal status effects. The evil dragon Jabberwock used this skill 2,000 years ago to destroy Carol, the happiest country in all recorded history. Divine Voice, is this fun for you? I'm on track to becoming the enemy of humanity here, and you claim this wasn't too far off the path of good? How am I supposed to turn back now? It's absolutely impossible. If I were a human, there was no way I'd let a dangerous monster like me just roam around freely. This was a band the whole world together to take it down a threat event situation. I absolutely made the wrong choice here. I take it back. Let me have a do-over. I have a feeling I should have gone with the mini angel dragon, but there wasn't anything I could do about it now. My actions seemed to influence how I grew, so I could just start racking up good deeds and everything should work out fine. I should check out the title skills too. They were all pretty mysterious. Title skill Dragon King's Son. Proof of belonging to the Dragon King's bloodline. Reduces numbers of experience points needed to advance. Certain basic resistance skills are easier to obtain. Increases level of resistance skills below level 5 upon evolution. Greatly influences evolution options. Okay, that totally sounds like cheating. Also, if I was the son of the Dragon King, why the heck was I just abandoned in the middle of the woods? Where's my deadbeat dad? Why didn't he raise me in a castle like all the other Dragon King's sons? I'd never seen a Dragon King in the forest, that was for sure. That was child neglect. Title skill, Walking Egg. Proof of conscious thought prior to hatching. Wise with a sharp memory. Receive bonus experience points after a battle. So this egg skill wasn't going anywhere. My rapid advance made sense now, though. The Walking Egg / Dragon King title skill combo gave me a big experience boost. And here I've been complaining about not leveling up fast enough. I'm sure people without these skills would be pretty annoyed to hear that. I was still annoyed myself, actually. I decided to check on the Just an Idiot skill. Title skill, Just an Idiot. Not very clever. More susceptible to mental status effects. Affects evolution options. Wait, I thought you said I'm wise and have a sharp memory. Hey, are you sure you're not enjoying jerking me around? Just come right out and call me stupid. Why even bother with the title skills? They're just pissing me off. And Just an Idiot also affected my evolution options. I didn't love that. I wondered if I'd get an option to turn into a useless dragon or something. I bet kids would not throw rocks at me. Title skill, Itty Bitty Hero. Modest bravery, the kindness of a hero. Slightly increases damage dealt depending on the weapon used. I couldn't remember exactly when I got this skill, I just had it at some point. I think it's when you brought Miria back to the village. Did I even do anything heroic? Maybe if I leveled up this skill I could avoid becoming an evil dragon? Alright, next one. I already don't feel great about it. Title skill, Wrongdoer. An inhumane outlaw who laughs at the pile of corpses at his feet. Deals more damage with dark type attacks, but reduces resistance to light type attacks. I wasn't expecting much, but wow, this was an absolutely worthless skill. I tried so hard to learn Rest, but now there didn't seem much chance of getting that skill recognized. You tricked me into signing up for this. First I'm a hero, then you give me this nonsense. Give me back my pure self. Jeez, this... Well, fine. There's nothing I can do about it now. I'll just level up and change course next time. I'm gonna become the king of heroes. Then no one will be able to call me an outlaw. Stop giving me this garbage. I don't want to affect my evolution. Want it to affect my evolution options. Okay, I think that's it for now, and I will see everybody in the next part. Here's hoping he is able to get better, that's for sure.